Welcome to Big Data lecture series. So in this session we will see the concepts of MapReduce, components of MapReduce, working of each and every component of MapReduce and examples of MapReduce, and also we will see the programming functions which are going to be used to implement MapReduce in real-time applications. Now the learning objectives of this session are: here we will see the major objective as optimization techniques which are going to be used in MapReduce environment, and we will learn about combiner, partitioner, searching, compressor, various operations in MapReduce, and we are going to learn about sorting, searching techniques in MapReduce. Upon completion of this concept, the students are able to understand what is the use of MapReduce in real-time applications and why it is more popular, and they can able to perform MapReduce operations like combining, merging, sorting, searching and compression. Now, so in this session we are going to see the following concepts. We will see the basic introduction of Hadoop, MapReduce, and we will see the components of MapReduce like mapper, reducer, activities like combiner, partitioner, searching and sorting, compression, and we will see the real-time applications or domains in analytical environment where MapReduce is going to be used for data processing, and what is data serialization, working with data serialization in real-time environment, and what is serialization is going to be completed and can be done in big data environment will be discussed in detail. Now we will see the introduction of MapReduce. Now what is a MapReduce? MapReduce is a programming environment which is used to process the data. It's a programming model. It is used for data processing. Hadoop can execute MapReduce programs written in many languages like Java, Ruby, Python. That means we can write MapReduce programming either using object-oriented programming like Java, Python and Ruby. We can use any one of the language and that can execute it directly in Hadoop environment. That means Hadoop will support cross-platform or language independent activities to perform reduce or data processing operations. So that means MapReduce is a programming tool which is used for data processing operations. Next one, MapReduce will do the data processing operations in parallel environment. That means it will execute data processing operations on more than one machine at the same time, and even though data is in a larger scale, MapReduce will produce the results in faster manner. Even though we are having large amount of data, MapReduce will produce the results in faster environment or in less time. And MapReduce programming, how it will work? Now MapReduce will split the data or the jobs into smaller pieces and will be assigned to each and every maps and each and every reducer. That means, as we discussed earlier, MapReduce is having two basic components. They are mapper and reducer. The basic components of MapReduce are map or mapper. Second one is the reducer. So whenever a job has been assigned to a MapReduce, it will split the job into tasks and it will assign the tasks as map tasks and reduce tasks. That means whatever tasks or job which has been assigned for the MapReduce module, it will split the data into two parts, mapper parts and reduce parts. Now we will see how these tasks are going to be executed. When these tasks are executed in a distributed fashion using a Hadoop cluster, each task process small sets of operations or data. That means whenever the job has been distributed and splitted into mapper tasks and reducer tasks, all tasks are going to be executed in Hadoop cluster environment. Hadoop distributes these tasks in distributed environment so that the jobs can be executed in parallel. So the Hadoop distributes the load across the cluster, and MapReducer job takes the set of files that is stored in HDFS as input, and map takes care of the loading, parsing, transforming and filtering activities on the data. That means basic data processing operations whichever required for analytical activities are going to be applied using map task. That means the first part of MapReduce, that is called the mapper module, will perform loading of the data, parsing of the data, transformation of the data and filtering activities which are required for analytical activities. And also after completing all these activities, the reducer task or reducer block will perform data aggregation operations on the data. It means to produce the final output, data aggregation operations are going to be applied on the data which has came from mapper module as an output. So this is the way of working or assigning jobs to the mapper and reducer. Now we will see the detailed module description of each and every mapper module and reducer module. Now each map task is going to be broken into 4 parts or phases. That means whenever a mapper or map module gets a job or a work, that work is going to be distributed or carried out in these 4 phases. They are record reader, mapper, combiner and partition. Record reader, mapper, combiner and partitioner are going to be applied these 4 phases on the map module. Now we will see once the output produced after completion of these 4 modules, it is going to produce some output of the job. Now this output is going to be given as an input to the reducer module as a key value pair. Whatever output we are getting from mapper module, that output is sent in the format of a key value pair to the reducer module. Now this we can call it as a intermediate key value pair. Now these intermediate key value pairs are sent to the reducer module, and once the data has been given and put to the reducer module, it will break the data into following phases. That is, it will apply shuffle and sorting, reducer operation and generating final output format to the job. So in this manner, we are going to apply 7 phases of activities in mapper reduce modules: record reader, mapper, combiner, partitioner, shuffle and sort, reducer and output format. That means on each and every job we are going to apply these 7 operations. We are going to apply these 7 operations in 2 levels, 4 on mapper, remaining 3 are on reducer. Now we will see now how these tasks are going to be assigned. Now once the job has been given to the mapper module from a client, Hadoop assigns map task to a data node. That means in order to complete work which has been given to the mapper module, or we are calling it as a mapper task, these mapper tasks are going to be assigned to a data node. Now data node is responsible for completion of the activities or works which are assigned to the mapper block. That means in MapReduce the first block is the mapper. Mapper will get some activities to be completed. Now whatever works has been assigned to the mapper are going to be controlled and monitored by the data node. This is the meaning of this sentence. Now this way Hadoop is going to implement data locality concept. What is data locality? Look at here. Here we are not moving data between the networks. Only we are moving a computational code is going to be moved among the machines. That means whenever you want to perform analytical operations on the data, in order to transfer or in order to reduce the data transfer among the networks and to save the bandwidth of the network, what we are going to apply in MapReduce, there is a concept called data locality. We are not moving the data, only we are moving the computational program. Let us assume we want to apply some sorting operation. Instead of sending data to that client location where mapper reducer has been installed, simply bring that code on that machine so that it will give output. So data will remains in its position safely and we are applying the relevant operations on this data. So this is the advantage of mapper operations or MapReduce. It's called data locality. And next one we will see what are the phases of MapReduce. Here we are getting an input and whatever input we are getting is going to be splitted into smaller chunks or smaller blocks by applying a splitting operation. Now after completion of splitting, all the words or the packets or the files are going to be mapped to each and every mapper in the form of files or the jobs or the tasks, and after completion of the mapping it is going to apply shuffling of the data or the files, and finally we are going to apply reducing operation. Finally the outputs are going to be merged. These are the operations we will see in detail. So here the input is a text file. In this text file we are having some words. Let us take, here we are having 3 lines of code, 3 lines of word, line number 1, 2 and 3. In line 1 we are having 3 words like dog, cat and mouse. In second line we are having dog, again a word called dog and cat. In third line we are having 3 more words like dog, cat and duck. Now this is a text file we are having. Let us take it's a .txt file. Now this txt file will act as an input to the MapReduce module. Now what that will do, after reading all the file information, the splitting operation will come into the picture. Now how it will split? It will split the data based on each and every line. So here we are having first line. In this first line we are having dog, cat and mouse. So this first line was assigned to first splitter. Second split will have the second line of data. Third split will have a third line of data. This is called splitting. That means whatever file is having the data is going to be splitted into smaller blocks or smaller chunks. Now after splitting the data, the mapper will do the mapping operation. Now how the mapping is going to be done? Mapping is done based on a key value pair, key comma value. Now here key is a hexadecimal number. Key indicates location of the data. Value indicates its count or value of that data. Now in this first line of code, so here we are getting input. In this first line of code, we are having three words like dog, cat and mouse. All the three are going to be counted, that how many number of times the word is repeated in that line. So in this example, dog is repeated one time, cat is repeated one time, mouse is repeated one time. So how they are going to be represented? Word, comma, its count called 1. Word, comma, 1. In the same manner, in the second file also we are having dog, comma 1, dog and cat. And in third file we are having dog, cat and duck. Dog, cat and duck. Now, after completion of all these activities, okay. Now after completion of key value pair representation by the mapper, the data will be sent to the shuffling block. Now the shuffling block will arrange or rearrange the data based on its occurrence and by applying some sorting techniques. Now look at here, this first block is having two words, that is cat and cat. It is having two incoming connections from the block 1 and from this third block. What it will do, it will collect all the values like cat comma 1, cat comma 1. Finally what it is doing, it is producing its count by applying some aggregate operations. Here we applied summation, finally we got cat comma 2. Now like this it is going to apply all aggregation operations on the data. Now finally we are getting dog, cat is having two words or two times it is repeated, dog is repeated 3 times, duck is repeated 1 time and mouse is repeated 1 time. So this is the way of splitting the data, assigning the data, shuffling of the data, reducing the data and merging the data, producing the final output. It's a simple example called word count processing problem. Now we'll see the working of each and every module in mapper block. As we seen earlier, mapper is having 4 blocks like record reader. Now how this record reader is going to be worked, we will see with some functions. Now record reader will read the each and every input file and splits the data. The first activity of mapper is record reader. Now record reader will read the given input file and it tries to split the data by applying a function called get splits. So here we are using an inbuilt function in Java environment or in Hadoop environment, that is called get splits. Now get splits function will split the data or file into smaller chunks, and after splitting the data then it defines record reader using a create record reader function. So here we are using another system defined function or user defined function called create record reader, which is responsible for converting byte oriented view to record oriented view. That means it will convert ASCII data to textual representation in the form of key value pair. So here we are calling function called get splits and we are calling a function called create record reader. And next one we are using mapper module, that is second phase is mapper. Now what it will do, it will generate intermediate key value pairs. How it is going to be generated, we will see now. Here we are going to apply 4 methods in order to generate a set of key value pairs. The first one is, we are using a function called void cleanup. Now void cleanup will be called for every task. Void cleanup function will collect the context from that line or from that chunk, and for every task it is going to be created. And second one, another function called void map function. It will have 3 parameters. It will have a key input value, a value for every data packet or a word, and the context where the data has been received, called once for every key value pair in for every input split. So first one here we are calling a void cleanup. Next we are calling a void map function with 3 parameters. Next one we will call a function called run function. Now run function will have a context value or a basic parameter value. The user can override this method to complete the execution of mapper. That means this run function is going to be repeatedly used in a iterative fashion to complete the mapper activity. And finally we are calling another function called void setup. Now this function is called beginning of the task and to perform the required activities to initiate map function. So these are the 4 basic functions we are going to apply to implement MapReduce in Java environment. And another module or another phase in mapper is combiner. Now what the combiner will do? Combiner will combine all the key value pairs which are generated using mapper. So we can optionally specify the combiner using a function called jobs.set combiner class. Jobs.set combiner class is a function which is going to be used to perform aggregation operations on the data and to produce intermediate outputs. Now combiner will combine the data based on key value pairs generated by the mapper, and it will apply some data aggregation operations and it will generate intermediate outputs. And a type of local reducer that groups all the similar activities. That means upon completion of aggregations, the similar tasks or similar values are going to be grouped into a single count or a single file. Now after completion of the combiner, the partitioner, the last phase of that mapper module, the mapper outputs and partitioned per reducer. That means how many number of reducers we are having. Per every reducer, it will produce one partition block. That means when we are having multiple reducers, it will produce multiple partitioners based on key value pair information. Now how can you produce a partitioner? By calling a function called int get partition with a key value and a total number of partitions. Here also we are using 3 attributes. One is key value, second one is the value, third one is total number of partitions. The total number of partitions which are equal to total number of reducers. If you are having 10 reducers in reducer module, it will generate 10 partitions, and 10 partitions will have 10 unique data values. And here we completed 4 operations: record reader, combiner, mapper and splitters, partitioners. Now what we are going to apply? We are entering into second module called reducer module. Till now we are in mapper module. Next we are moved to the reducer module. In this reducer module, we are going to apply shuffle and sort, reducer, and generating output format. Now what it is going to apply? It will apply shuffling and sorting of the data based on the key value pair value. So downloads are grouped based on key value pairs onto the local machine where data is going to be stored or where reducer is running. Now every individual key pair value is sorted by based on applying some sorting techniques in order to handle large data list. So here we are applying shuffling and sorting of the input data which is came from map module. Now the data lists are going to be grouped based on the equivalent key values and its key value pair values. Now here in shuffle and sorting we are collecting the data and applying data shuffling, and we are applying sorting techniques, and finally we are grouping all the values based on key and value pair. That means in shuffling and sorting internally we are going to apply these four operations like collection of the data, shuffling of the data, sorting of the data and grouping of the data. And after completing shuffle and sorting, we can move to another module called reducer. In this reducer module, the reducer takes the group key value paired information. What it will do, it will try to combine the data. Here reducer will not delete the data, it will merge the data. And finally, output is going to be generated. In the output phase, we have an output formatter that translates final key value pairs into the from the reducer function and writes them onto using the record writer. That means after completion of reducer, the final output is going to be written on the local machine using a record writer function. So this is the way of performing map reducing data processing on any machine. So in this process we are having two modules, they are map module and reduce module. In this map module we applied record reader, it will read the data and it will split the data into small pieces, and combiner mapper, these other functions are going to be applied. In reducer module we are going to apply shuffling and sorting techniques, we are going to apply sorting and when generating final outputs, that is in the form of group outputs or outputs, and we are grouping the data. And also here we are doing some partitioning operations. Partition operations. Here we are applying shuffling and sorting operations, generating outputs and group activities, and these activities are we are going to be applied using reducer. So these are the 7 activities we are going to apply in order to get a result from input to the output as a data processing output. Now we will see, without having a combiner, that means when we are not using a data combiner or combiner in map reduce, and what is the role of a combiner in real time applications like in map reduce, we will see. In combiner, large chunks are going to be divided into smaller pieces based on some by generating intermediate key value using mapper, and finally we are applying reducer. That means here we are applying a function called combiner. After splitting the data and after processing the data and after applying aggregation operations on the data, the combiner will combine all the data packets or all the files or the words. Now without using combiner and with using combiner, we will see what is the difference in real time applications. Let's have a look on this. Here we are having a word or a sentence, hello is hello, Sunny is sunny. There is some random text. Don't look into the meaning of this. Just here we are taking some keywords or words. Hello is hello, is sunny is sunny, is sunny. Now what it will do, that this is an input file have been given to the mapper module. Now mapper module will split the data into two chunks. Here it was divided into two blocks. One is mapper 1, this is mapper 2. Now what mapper will do? The mapper will apply all the 4 operations what we discussed earlier. It will apply record reader, it will apply partitioner, it will apply splitting, and it will generate key value. Now what it will do, it is doing here from this keyword, the first line was given to mapper 1 and second line was given to mapper 2. In first line we are having 4 words, hello is. So here the first hello was splitted and combined here, hello comma 1. Second is comma 1. Third one is hello comma 1. Fourth one is comma 1. That means here we are having 4 key value pairs. Like in second output also we are having 4 key values. Sunny comma 1, is comma 1, Sunny comma 1, is comma 1 and Sunny comma 1. Totally we are having 5 key values. Here we are having 4 key value pairs and here we are having 5 key value pairs. Now here we are not using combiner. Now when we are not using combiner, what it will do, all the key value pairs directly will be sent to the reducer. Now reducer, what it will do, reducer will apply shuffling and sorting operations in reducer itself. Finally it was produced hello 1 comma 1 is 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 because is repeated 4 times and Sunny is repeated 3 times, hello is repeated 1 time. After applying aggregation operations, the final value is hello is having 2 times, is was repeated 4 times, Sunny is repeated 3 times. That means all shuffling and sorting operations directly applied on reducer. Now if you apply combine, if you use combiner, what happens? If you use combiner, the process is same. Here first line was assigned to mapper 1, second line was assigned to mapper 2. Now when we use a combiner, the combiner will do the shuffling and sorting in parallel. In previous example, the shuffling and sorting are done on the same machine, whereas in this case the shuffling and sorting can be done in parallel. That means the time is going to be reduced while performing shuffling and sorting. Now here from this first mapper, hello is repeated 2 times, so hello comma 2, is was repeated 2 times, is comma 2. In the second aspect, is repeated 2 times, is comma 2, and Sunny is repeated 3 times, Sunny comma 3. Now here also they apply shuffling and sorting in parallel. Now finally the shuffled and sorted data will be given to reducer. Now reducer will simply apply the merge operation or it will apply data aggregation operations. That means after applying data aggregation, the final values are hello is repeated 2 times, hello comma 2, is repeated 4 times and Sunny is repeated 3 times. So this is the reduced output. This is the reduced output. Now if you use combiner along with that map or reduce, it will reduce the data processing time. In parallel, it will apply shuffling and sorting operations on each and every mapper node itself. So this is an advantage of applying map reduce with combiner. Okay. So in this session we have seen the modules of mapper, working of each and every mapper module, and how to perform operations in mapper and how to perform operations in reducer. So in the next session we will see the remaining concepts of map reduce. Thank you.